And we are recording. Now you may go.
All right. So, another installment of Troubling Tales begins with a recap of last week's events, in which we dispensed with several hundred drinks, or at least 100 drinks, because Breyer and Salvix had a very interesting conversation about a large sum of money, and Salvix decided the best way to be petty and to also pay her back was to buy a lot of drinks. And so forth, because one person cannot feasibly, healthily ingest 100 alcoholic beverages in one night.
I could.
Everybody, I mean, you could.
Feasibly, yes. Recommended
You are
no.
the exception
No.
to the rule.
At that point, it's a matter of stomach capacity.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, I feel like he would drown before he would get alcohol poisoning.
Ah, yes, the bananas will kill you. In any case, a lot of the patrons got at least, I believe, 2 rounds of drinks, which then followed by K2 having the bright idea to introduce the bar to a wizard-based frat trick or drinking game in which one controls water into the gullet of the other person who is doing a handstand, I believe.
Yeah, it's called a jet stand.
Yeah, a jet stand. So, after interesting attempts from Kassam, and I believe, was it Darkalion that did it? Or was it Rava?
No,
I can't
wasn't
remember.
me.
Hell,
I can't
no,
remember
I
who
didn't hear that.
Might have been Briar. I can't remember. It's been a hot minute. After several people attempted and the entire bar to an extent getting drunk, the group consisting of Molgoth, Kratos, Kassam, and Salvix proceeded to call it for the night, in which we were subjected to an otherworldly chill outside and what could only be described as the presence of a powerful undead. Opting to ignore it, since it would have been several miles away, we opted to just call it for the night after, a interesting debacle with a dragonborn that entered the bar that of the copper variety, I believe.
Yes.
No, the bar is not copper. The Dragonborn was.
That's right.
Shut up, Josh.
In any case, since Savix was not comfortable being at that bar any longer because of said intimidating copper dragonborn that made him vastly uncomfortable for various reasons, and proceeded to also intimidate the what's his name? High Gulf's traveling bard.
High Gulf's traveling bar.
Yeah,
The dumbass.
to no
No,
end.
it's just Silverton's traveling bard.
Silverton's traveling bard. He just happens to be in High Gulf.
The traveling whore is also an option.
That too.
Any pejorative nickname you can come up with is probably accurate.
After thoroughly intimidating him to no end and leaving and making Savix very uncomfortable, we opted to leave and find out a bit more about this individual who apparently is part of the secret prison underneath Sarnath, but also is a neutral entity that one could be considered the Sarnathi secret police to a extent. It's weird. That's just what I consider them from the explanation that Savix gave me. Breyer deciding to have a snack of Silverton's traveling bard that evening, proceeded to lead him into an alley, in which case, when she went for a snack, found murder nearby from another dragonborn that was hidden in a bush quite a ways away, and then proceeded to report said dead body. And then we had the unfortunate circumstances of the murder rate in High Gulf going up. Now, the next morning, we have Kasam seeking out local gossip as to what the fuck else might have transpired that evening. Seeing as, he was working the docks and K2 was also working the docks, proceeded to chat each other up. We find out that we both have a vested interest in Sarnath, and for some reason a Sarnathi prison is of mutual interest to said group of individuals that are within our circle. I opted to try and set up a meeting with K2 and Salvix. Now, the next evening, as we decided to hang out for the evening, and either since Salvix did not show up to the usual bar this evening for probably reasons revolving around the Copper Dragonborn, what's his name? Malgoth Kratos or Theol decided to check up on Salvix, for which I ended up waiting with the main party to wait for Darkalion to join up so that we could take K2 to meet Salvix and the rest of the party. Because I guess Darkalion, to Kasam's knowledge, was working on something. So 1 hour later, we head down to the docks with Briar, Darkalion, K2, and myself. Find out that there's a murder on the docks that might have something to do with a hole and a missing body. Opting to report that, what we know, which is basically nothing, and go about the rest of our evening. We have wandered into a meeting with the main party, Salvix, the other Dragonborn with Salvix, who's in a duck onesie, and an interesting conversation shall ensue. This time on Dragon Ball Z. God, we did a lot.
Was the second murder in there somewhere?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
mentioned.
Yeah.
The one we found under the dock? Yeah, that was at the
That
end.
was the random.
On the dock. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you guys found it, and then you were like, guys,
But it was in
we
a
should
hole.
go, yeah, and then they were like, oh no,
we
in the
reported it, and then we
water.
realized you're like, bye.
And then the guards came by, and they were like, we're gonna ask you questions, and then you guys were like, cool, there's blood, and they were like, cool, that's all, and then you guys left, and then it ended with a duck onesie.
It did.
Because I remember just being like, whoa, what the fuck?
Yep. All right. So you guys have come to this meeting with Salvix and this other Dragonborn that has shown themselves in a duck onesie. And no, before you ask, this has nothing to do with the duck dice.
I asked that last night, or last week's night.
It has everything to do, has nothing to do with Duck Dice, but everything to do with Duck Dynasty. I see.
Exactly.
I didn't know there was a dress code.
Wait, we have to wear clothes?
Oh.
Yeah.
Like Allie standing there in nothing but his mask.
Mask and a loincloth.
Oh.
Mask and another mask.
What about second mask?
I left the second mask on the bed.
Yeah, fair.
What's up?
The Dragonborn wearing a onesie will just kind of like vaguely wave. She is munching on fruit, so isn't actually saying anything. We'll just wave.
Okay, noted.
Kasam, aren't you going to introduce us?
Salvix, this is K2, Raya, Darkalion. As of interestingly, before you opt to want to stick my head on a pike for reasons, K2 works the docks with the rest of a couple of individuals here. Thale, Doc Kelly, and myself. I looked into sort of the gossip around last night's events. Turns out a Dragonborn was murdered last night. And tonight, there was another murder tonight, but I don't know what the fuck that has to do with anything. There's no body to be found. But your copper Dragonborn individual that you don't like was involved with last night's in some degree or fashion, to be assumed or not assumed. I don't know. They were in the area. In any case, talking with K2, apparently you both have a interest in Sarnath for mutual reasons. Feel free to talk between yourselves about any sort of deal that can be made regarding that.
What?
That was a lot of words, and I'm not sure I understood any point in it.
Yes.
Right.
Alright, what the fuck?
Cliff notes being K2, Salvix, you both have a very vested interest in Sarnath for other reasons, based on some gossip that I was able to glean from talking to him on the docks. Also, I figured I'd also apprise you that your copper Dragonborn friend was witnessed in the area around another Dragonborn's murder.
Not even surprised on that one.
No. I believe you also missed an introduction. You gave 3 names, but 4 stand before us.
K2,
Blue.
Darkalian, Briar, Rava. Sorry, Briar. I'm completely sorry. That's
I
a lot
was
of
not
words.
sure if Rava came with us or not.
Yeah, I followed. Rava right now is just existing because I don't want to do 2 characters at once.
Yeah,
She's
sounds good.
present.
She is present and accounted for in physical presence only.
Like me when I'm muted and deafened for 20 minutes in the Discord before the game.
Yep, exactly.
Same vibe.
Yep, exactly. What interest do you have in Sarnath, K2?
Boy, well.
What interest do I not have in Sarnath?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
it's
this
only
doesn't
been
sound
how
good.
many months?
Yeah. We count the ways.
She's just gonna kind of like turn to look at him and just. You told me to be careful about who I invited. What the fuck is this? No, Saranax, we gotta be careful. Like, what the? I didn't do this one. What the fuck, dude?
You guys hear from on the upper deck. You hear.
Owlbear.
No.
And anybody that would like to can make a perception check.
Oh, yeah, let's go! Perception! Woo!
I'm so good at these.
Yeah, let's go!
Man, I really only rolled a set. Goddamn.
Oh, did I roll it to myself?
You might have.
I
You
totally fucking
might
did.
have did it.
Nice. 20.
Oh, there we go. My roll 20 being weird.
No, that's just you.
Yes.
There we go. Is something happening immediately, or can I elaborate?
I gotta double check one thing.
Oh my
Okay. Then I will continue talking to fill the empty void.
Okay.
Why
I've
do
checked
we
it.
want to go to Sarnath? A book
Alright.
report by K2.
Wake me
So-
when we're done.
Yeah, as you guys are having this conversation, and you hear Sentinel on the upper deck do his little and lay down. You hear the faintest movement on the upper deck as well. Only Theo and Darkalion.
There's someone on the deck.
Wait, did my...
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Oh, goddamn.
That's so bullshit. Okay.
Well, with how consistently high our passives have to be, Josh has to make shit that goes above 20.
I know.
Yeah, honestly, and then we all know who to blame.
Joe.
No, Joshua.
Wait, why me?
Because you consistently need to make a character that can see 7 miles in the distance and in the future simultaneously.
Well,
I think that's useful. I'm sorry.
I mean,
Your next character needs to have a negative wisdom, or at least a negative perception. Okay, you
I
gotta
think
balance
yeah.
this out.
Next character I make will be dumb as a fucking rock, just for you guys. I promise.
Yay.
Joshua,
Thomas
have you
are
ever
rocking
heard of
super wholesome.
Have you ever heard of power creep? Because that's how we get power creep.
Yeah.
You gotta
Anyway.
be the fucking see everything guy, and Josh has to one up that by making everybody slightly stealthier than that.
Which means K2 and I get to see nothing.
Anyways,
To be
Yeah,
fair,
that's-
I rarely ever see anything. The only reason I rolled this high was because of Jack of
Luck.
all trades and luck.
Anyways.
You may continue.
Were you expecting anybody else?
no.
We were barely expecting you.
I blow up the ship. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow! 1 to 100. Real fast.
Blow up my, blow up my
It's
ship.
like,
and
okay, this is what's
fire.
happening.
I'm kidding.
I'm not.
I would stand up at hearing the disturbance, and I just look at Salvix and was like, I will go investigate.
Slight nod. Look back to K2.
Yeah, I make my way to the deck.
I'm keeping an eye on where I heard the sound coming from, roughly.
All right. You make your way up to the deck. Go ahead and make another perception check.
Okay.
Did you not hear me by any chance? Did my mic fuck up?
Yeah,
I
we did
didn't
not.
hear
Oh, I said I don't trust Thale worth a shit, so I follow him.
Okay. So then you could also make another perception check.
Okay.
Nice.
Hey, look, guys, the same roll.
Yeah. Yeah. As you guys go up onto the ship, you see Sentinel just chilling. He's lying out, taking an owl nap.
God
When
damn.
is he not doing that?
And?
That's it.
Oh.
He's the only person. He's the only creature up here.
It's the only thing you guys see up here.
All right. I would take some time to just like walk around, kind of check all the not immediately visible areas. Try and see if anyone's hidden themselves up here or something.
Yeah, I'd say that's part of your perception check. You investigate all the nooks that you can find and discover nobody.
Time to
Okay.
find out Josh is fucking with us.
It might be.
Briar's gonna stay up here with Sentinel. K2's got this. I trust him. There's no shot I make that conversation go well, so I leave it to him.
Coward.
No, not cowardice. I'm learning.
Nah.
This is what you call character growth.
So,
All right.
at present, I would have no reason to return to the bottom of the ship immediately. I'm more than confident that Salvix will be fine. So I'm more interested in staying on the deck.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
What?
This definitely isn't Josh who are wanting to continue his spat with Tori.
No, honestly.
Live on forever.
All right.
Animosity internal.
As you guys hang out on the upper deck for I'd say it's probably 30 seconds or so that you're up there. Theo, I need you to make a strength saving throw for me.
Oh shit.
Oh,
shoot.
okay. Ah, fuck.
Oh
Alright.
no!
That
I
fails.
hate to
Balance
see it.
preserved.
As you
Are you high enough level that you have Indomitable?
It should be. He's 15, right?
Yeah, you
Yeah, I'm level 11, so yeah, I have Indomitable.
Oh,
I'll roll that again.
Alright.
Much
That's what we
better.
love to see.
All
Just
right.
a little bit
Yeah,
better.
that's a lot better. Yeah,
like,
you
waiting for it to
feel
get worse.
you feel this magic
couldn't be.
begin to grab onto you, and at first it seems like you're gonna succumb to it before you break out of it. Yeah. You have no idea where it came from, but somebody definitely just tried to restrain you magically.
If I can't, like, I couldn't cast like detect magic to like figure out where that came from, right? That's not how that works.
Correct. It would detect lingering magics. It wouldn't retroactively focus in on
Where it came
magic
from.
like that. Yeah.
He
Right.
had to have had it up when he cast whatever it was.
And
Do I
also,
kind of notice him like do a little bit of a seize up, not like fully?
Yeah, and it looks familiar to you.
I was watching the internet,
Oh.
so I might have seen it too, maybe.
Oh, were
Well,
you up looking at him?
I was
Well, he
standing
was
down at the bottom,
watching
but I
up
was
there.
staring up there, watching everything going
Okay.
on. So
Yeah,
He's
I'd say
basically like
you
that
probably
before
would
the
have
step.
seen him start seizing up as well, since he would have been within sight line of the stairs.
I immediately start looking for
I started
I'm
making my way
scanning my
there.
signs of a proper
surroundings.
dragonborn who might be hidden.
I'm gonna
Alright.
let everybody know we're not alone.
So yeah, I guess I think when I broke free of it, I would like stomp on the deck of the ship to kind of alert them.
I guess our talk is gonna have to.
Yep.
unfortunately.
Kate, he was like, "God damn it! I just want to get to Sarna."
Yeah. Salvix reaches for like a pole with like a small flag on it, pulls it up, revealing that it's a spear that's just been embedded in the wood right next to him. Starts heading up.
There's a flash of light, and K2 is suddenly wearing armor.
Follow Salvix.
Avengers, assemble!
We joke, but Salvix is basically Russian Captain America.
Eh?
That's already a character, Nestor.
Yeah.
He's also not Russian.
I'm confused.
Same.
You all head up onto the deck, and anybody that would like to can make another perception check.
Oh yeah.
As this time, I remember that I have keen senses.
Ooh.
As a side note, big swingy hammer up. Yes, I go.
Yep.
That was great words. I don't see shit, but it was a good try.
All right. You guys go up onto the deck. You look around for a few seconds. You hear something impact the side of the boat. And as you go look, you see a bolt there. And on the other side of the ship, you hear a splash in the water.
Nani?
Bolt from a crossbow, correct?
Yes. One bolt.
No, it's a bolt of linen.
Okay.
Go look at the side of the boat where water splishy splashed. Do we see anything / anyone in the water?
You see the water is disturbed, but there's nobody there.
Where does it look like the bolt came from? From where we heard the splash, roughly? That general direction, or?
The opposite side of the ship.
Ah,
Bolt hit like what? Right side? Left side? Splash
The-
hit the other side.
Yeah, the boat hit the side that the dock is on. The bolt, sorry, not the boat. The bolt hits the
I was
side of the
about to say,
boat.
I'm now
The bolt.
confused.
So
boat.
splashing towards the ocean, bolt towards the land.
Yep.
Take a look towards land myself, see if I can see where that was
Oh, I
fired
don't
from.
like this.
With your perception check, you don't.
Like to point out before this goes to hell, wasn't my fault this time.
What time is it? Like roughly,
Night.
obviously, it's night. Is it nighttime?
Yeah. It's
Yeah?
about
Okay.
11 o'clock.
So there's like nobody on the dock, right?
Nobody here.
Yeah. Okay. Just double checking. I couldn't remember when it was.
Is it cold?
No.
Okay,
No, it's quite a nice day. Quite a nice night.
gotcha.
Fairly warm. I keep forgetting that the equator is inverted in this world.
Can I go investigate
Not
on the
inverted.
dock?
You're just on the southern half of the of the world.
Yeah. Can I go investigate on the dock
Sure.
to look for any traces of someone?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Jesus effing Christ!
Ooh.
I find a dock.
Rava will probably go to. Oh, that's not Rava's sheet. Oh my god. Fuck.
Yes, welcome to me on Sunday.
I don't want it.
It's worse though, because our names are almost the same, and so I consistently pick the wrong one.
Boom.
Well,
You did it to yourself.
Yeah,
I
who chose
know.
that option?
Okay. Good. This sounds about right. Anyways.
Oof.
Yeah, it'd be that way.
I'll have Sentinel fly up in the meantime and take a lap around the outside of the boat.
All right. As you guys investigate the docks, you find nobody. No presence of anybody. Nothing. Dark Alley, you find the presence of your group. That's it.
Wow, with a nat 20 too.
There's nothing there to find.
What's the angle of the bolt in the hole? Like, was it fired from like a higher up place or like approximately on level?
It was fired from higher up.
Okay. Two of them, at least.
I go grab the bolt.
Too afraid to face us.
No.
They don't need to.
What was this then? Scare tactics?
Warnings.
Or maybe they were just trying to hide, and once they got discovered, they got spooked and ran away.
No.
Yeah, I guess since Briar's investigating, just turn to Theo and just, did you find anything up here before we came up here?
Nothing visible. Someone tried to restrain me, but was unsuccessful.
Physically with your magic.
Magic.
Happened to me before.
Do you know the perpetrator?
I can
Yes.
take a wild guess. It's really not that wild.
It's at this point that the air starts getting cold.
Oh, yay.
Why
This again.
exactly are they here?
Of that, I'm not sure. Kassam wasn't very specific.
Didn't actually tell you, but it was Copper Dragonborn.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yep.
Dragonborn. Kobold. Lizard folk.
How much shit are we in right now?
If they intend to come for us, a concerning tale.
Hmm.
What the fuck did you guys do?
Pissed off a nation.
Why?
Sorry, not the entire nation. The Empire.
The cold air subsides.
That was remarkably fast.
Quicker
Something
than
quite
last time.
strange is going on.
She's either not close enough, or she's attempting to mask. Would I be aware of the individual in question causing the cold air being able to disguise that? No isn't
Yes.
acceptable. Okay.
I don't like that we're very open right now. Can we
No.
down, please? I'm also in a duck onesie. Not very good for this.
Yes. Below decks. No.
Yes. Before. What was it? Before I would return down deck, I would cast clairvoyance on a spot on the mast.
Okay.
Somewhere that gives me a good, like, full view of the top deck.
Yeah.
And instruct Sentinel to stay close by the entrance to the lower decks and keep an eye out.
Was I able to get the bolt out of the hull?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a normal bolt.
I think give it to Darkalion here. You can throw this at someone.
Should we make our way back below decks?
Yes.
We go below.
Once everybody is back down below, I'll say, Salvix? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yes.
Okay. I'll say to Salvix, just in case we're still not alone, I have a little something for anyone that might be, if you would permit.
You kind of cut out through half of that. Could you repeat that, Mike?
Yeah.
It was like, have a little something if you permit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Have a little something for anyone that might be listening, if you would permit me.
Go ahead.
Alright. I will cast Telepathic Bond on everybody so we can just stand in silence and think at each other.
Smooth.
A classic.
Fair enough.
Bar's gonna put herself sort of like on the stairs so that, like, in case somebody tries to come down, even sneaky, maybe have a better chance at catching them.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Join you over there.
Especially since now it's not like I need to talk loud or anything.
Right.
I can just think it. Even better.
I suppose before we get into conversation, I would have been, Alex would have been trying to procure supplies en masse. Would that have been possible throughout the days that we've been here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Neat.
But you said and moss, and I was like, why did you need moss? I literally speak French. Jesus Christ.
Nice.
Like, what did Dragonborn need moss for?
Hungry.
Nice.
Eat moss. Okay.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Let me try.
It's not the keenest of circumstances. But so be that. Myself and Zaranex are members of a revolutionary order in Zarnath. We seek to overthrow the Empire.
The Sarnathi.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, alright.
Hello, the Katie's like, yeah, I'm good. I like I like the sound of this.
Well, the reason I asked your friend here to set up this meeting, there are a lot of reasons why I want to go to Sarnath. The main reason, however, is that I'm looking for someone that it's been confirmed is underneath or is in a secret prison underneath the capital of the Empire.
Then you're not going to see him.
I'm going to free him.
That.
Is that in your head or out of your head?
How?
Yes.
Well, I hadn't yet formulated a plan because right now the plan so far has been getting to Sarnath, which has been quite the endeavor, let me tell you. But I have a couple ideas once I'm actually on Sarnathi soil.
You seek to free someone in a secret prison. I'm assuming this prison would be underneath the Capitol building. Or the palace, rather.
That's what I said.
Then whoever gave you that information did not have all of it. There's a secret prison in Sarnath, but it is not beneath the palace.
Well, they said the capital, not exactly the palace.
Not even in the capital.
Okay.
They threw it in the slums. No one cares when others go missing in the slums. And let me tell you now, there's almost no way that you'll be able to get in and get him out. The only way people get out of there is when they're dead.
Yeah, that does complicate things.
Unfortunately, I have a feeling your friend does not exactly have the favor that I did.
But you've been in the prison?
Salvex kind of lifts his head, revealing a gnarled scar running all the way just from one side to the other of his neck.
That's how we know you don't get out alive. It's also how we know you don't get in. We tried everything.
Have you tried being someone else? And then a split second later, a familiar looking copper dragonborn is standing in front of you.
you're going to get yourself killed.
And then I turn back into myself. Yeah, maybe.
I have to roll something real quick.
You know, I thought that for a long time, but this one's stubborn. And kind of just like too resilient to die.
Yeah, you would see visible tension run across Salvix. The spear lifts slightly, but is then brought back down.
Almost as like an instant reaction, as soon as that happened, she will just kind of like snap and grab his arm. And just... See, you were very worried about me bringing weirdos. What is this? Pawn is going to have so much fun with this. He is never going to let you live this down.
If it succeeds, I'll bear that burden. We did not have success. They did not have success trying to free me. But most of the Order is unfounded. Young people with revolutionary ideas, but little to no combat experience. These people seem more hardened.
I'm not doing this in a duck onesie. She's just gonna walk off to go get change. First time I've ever said those words in my life. Look what you've made me do. I can't do this in a duck onesie.
Yes, I heard you the first time, Baronix.
When we talk through the mental bond, does like everyone hear it, or can we choose to speak to one person, or is it like everyone's connected?
You can choose to speak.
I think technically it's supposed to be like a one-to-one. One-to-one, we've just had like group call channel, but yeah, you can also just speak one-to-one.
We had it in conference mode for a while.
Yeah, I go to the breakout room with K2, and I'm just like, you can't be serious. It can't be. Are we really going to consider doing this with these guys?
I don't know. They seem pretty jumpy.
Tell me about it. That one looked like he was about to snap you in two.
Yeah. I mean, as long as I get the information that I'm looking at, like we don't really necessarily have to choose these people as our exposable or our expendable peons.
They are pretty expendable, though, because if you think about it, we can really throw them under the bus. Because they have some issues with where we're going.
Yeah. We're just a bunch of tourists that came to the country and hired a guide service. We didn't know who they were.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good point. Yeah, it turns out they had some really bad blood with the Empire, and we didn't know. All right, this has potential, I guess. I messaged Arcalian now. I'm like, how you feeling about this?
Doesn't matter to me.
Okay, but like if we say we end up, I don't know, grouping up with these people, you're not going to just like run off or anything. I need you to be very clear with me, Darkalion.
Why would I run off?
I have no idea. I'm just double checking, okay? I am dotting the I's and crossing the T's.
No, I won't run off.
Thank you.
I have no reason to.
Going back into the group call. So, what the fuck was going on up there? Gesturing to above deck.
Willing to bet that might have something to do with the murder 2 nights ago.
The shadows, yes.
The who now?
And if you want to get into the prison, you have to contend with the shadows. A group of 9 hired killers.
There's 9 hired killers that protect the prison.
Own the prison.
They
Is-
own the prison.
They're called the
this-
Shadows.
It is theirs first and foremost. Any political prisoners down there are due to an agreement between the Empire and the Shadows.
Basically, the Empire says, hey, get rid of these people, and they go, alright, and get a huge payout for it. And in turn, they get to have fun fucking with people. Also, name Shadows, because 9 times out of 10, they have their sights on you, you're dead before you see them. It's like the Shadows got you.
At least
That's
3
a
of
little
them.
dramatic.
At least 3 of them are close at hand. The Copper Dragonborn. The Bolt is one of the kobolds. And the Coldness is the Necromancer.
Great necromancy.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not all bad. It's very misunderstood science, magic. Magic science?
I would agree.
Yeah, it involves a lot of pages of a book for some reason. There's a lot of reading involved in necromancy. Who would have thought?
It's magic, Briar. There's a lot of reading involved in magic.
Yeah, but I mean, necromancy seems like
This one
step up.
embodies the worst of what necromancy is.
Ew.
Oh.
Imagine, like, all of us who knew Edward are just like, ugh.
Like, I don't kink shame, but ugh.
I'm kink shaming this episode.
Okay, so do all of you have some issue? Sorry, do the shadows have some issue with all of you? Just one of you? Most of you?
Just,
This one for somehow escaping when he shouldn't have been able to?
mainly him and me. Yeah. The others, 'cause they
How
annoy
did you
me.
get him out?
I didn't.
I died.
Okay, I get that, but I mean, at what point did they realize you weren't dead?
I don't know.
You don't know how long they've been following you?
It must have been fairly recently. The Shadows themselves didn't have vested interest in me. They were paid by the Empire.
And technically, through their contract, they fulfilled it. So they didn't really care.
And it's less likely that they have some vested interest in me as a person and more that the Empire's rehired them.
So why were you in there in the first place?
I went against the orders of the Empire when I was a Marine in the Sarnathi Navy. I chose to shield individuals from harm who the Empire sought to destroy. The Empire does not take kindly to those who they believe are under the control to suddenly go against that.
Good on you. Takes a lot of balls to stand up to a global empire.
The Empire never has been global.
Sounded so condescending.
Wait, they like their whole thing is they have a navy.
Yes.
They never expanded with that navy.
They've tried many times. Each time have been repelled eventually.
I mean,
K2, we've talked about this before.
No, like we've talked about it here on this continent, and I know of a couple other situations. But like they never like I don't know gone east or something.
Okay. I thought you were just blatantly like they've never tried to expand. Like K2, come on, you went to school. You went to college.
I thought like maybe they would have like learned their lesson.
Yeah, no, okay,
west
I
didn't
getcha.
work, north didn't work. Let's try east. I don't
No,
fucking know, man.
That's fair. It just sounded so like, what do you mean? I was like, bro, you're the smart one.
to be fair,
I mean, we're both smart, but you're, the book smart
The
one.
educated one, yeah.
Yeah.
They don't teach Sardathi history that much. It's more.
They
just-
don't teach Sarnathi history in Lorik Wizard School.
Yeah,
Surprise!
It's
Also-
more the history of Sarnathi just kind of showing up places and then being repelled.
Yeah.
the 5 invasions that we repelled.
Nice.
Okay.
5? Really? Holy shit!
It was
Yeah, they're really not good at
I thought
invading.
it was 3.
I assumed it was 5.
You got to give it to them. They don't. They're stubborn. They really want to win.
They tried several times.
I think
I just
the
assumed there
old
was
em-
nothing east of Sarda.
the old emperor's plan was that, and then his son took over, and he has a lot of a pride issue. A lot.
He has a lot of what?
Pride issue.
Oh.
Ah,
Yeah, that'll do it.
insecurity.
Expansions other places have gone out, but ships have never returned. Hard to tell if they found foreign shores and died there, or
They're just incompetent. Sorry.
So
Well,
wait, are
I
you
love
two
But
planning on just being on the run forever? Sorry, maybe I missed a beat. Do you guys even want to go back?
What day is it? How many days into the 5 days is it?
Wednesday. I don't know.
it's Wednesday, my dudes.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that this is like what, day 3 or 5, I believe.
Tomorrow I go pick up my glaive if I'm remembering correctly.
yes.
And that'll be day 4 since I sent my glaive to go get done.
Yes.
But
yes.
yeah, do you guys
We
even want to go
intend to
back?
return.
Return to the country or return to the prison?
To the what?
I mean, let's just.
Maybe I have unfinished business.
Let's just say the plan he told us was a revolution, revolt, toppling of the monarchy, that sort of thing.
Once they're fucked, then yeah.
Oh,
So what-
so we're going to destabilize a nation? That's the plan?
Okay, you say like it's stable now. It's really not. Really not. What? What did I say?
The Empire has gone on long enough. It has grown fat beneath its own greed, crushing the people that it should be protecting in order to feed its own insatiable lust.
What's the plan after toppling the government?
I
You
do
just
not
sort
know.
of let it figure itself out, because that's just not gonna end well.
That is not for me to decide.
Well, it's sort of your responsibility if you plan on being the one to topple the government. Those people that you want to protect, or that you think the government should be protecting, will still be the ones getting the absolute short end of this deal if you just topple a government and let whoever you want take over. You have no idea who it could be. It could be someone infinitely worse. And then you're just back to square one.
Sounds like you speak from experience.
As many tyrants as must die will. The will of Drakenmere is clear on this.
Sorry, who?
The god of the Sarnathi.
Ah. Note to self, God of Sarnathi is Drakenmere.
That's great and all, but that still doesn't. That's just more. That's just more instability isn't going to bring about a solution.
You also said that like there was only one god.
Your gods have abandoned Sarnath. Rightfully so.
Drakenmere has stayed strong.
I mean, good to know that you're very deep in your faith. I respect it.
Or perhaps, maybe more accurately, Sarnath has rejected the most of your gods, seeming to believe in the faith of draconic strength.
So
Gods
like,
abandon everyone. We shouldn't put much faith in them, anyways.
I mean, I don't know about abandon. More like just, they weren't there.
Tyler
to
just
begin with.
gives Kate a look like.
What?
Religion hits a religious trauma. Here we go.
I don't get along with religion over here. Okay.
K2, apologist.
I'm not an apologist. This is just Mike, the guy who fucking made the Pantheon. Is like, none of them were ever present. That was the whole point.
People believe there's like the way people believe in the presence of gods, though. You take like one random occurrence and people are like, they've abandoned us. It's like, oh my god, there was a drought, and it's like the gods have forsaken us all, and then like, yeah.
You underestimate the people's ability to take something directly out of proportion.
Yeah, fucking regular Joe Schmoes are dumb.
Hey,
The gods of the.
Okay,
the
apologies,
Kingdom of
regular
Arabian
Schmo
Sea.
Schmoes.
Thank you.
Can't offend all Joes.
No, we could probably talk shit about Dave.
But that doesn't rhyme.
The Dave Schmaves of the world.
Nice.
And, your gods may have abandoned you, but not all gods are like that. I have seen my god many times. She is a beacon of kindness.
Let's hope she stays with you then.
Yes.
Wait, do you
That's
want to
also-
topple the Sarnathi government too?
Oh, I'm in this for the payday.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to freaking Mumble Stiltskin over here.
Almost. Wow. Molotov, Kratos, and Mumble Stiltskin.
My quarrel is not necessarily with the entirety of them, but there are agents in Sarnath who act against the will of my deity, and she would see them brought to an end.
I have a quick out of character question. The curse that we have to deal with for Darkalion, it involves, the whole bathing in dragon's blood thing. Did it have to be specifically dragons?
It did
Yeah.
call for dragon's blood, not
Yeah.
dragonborn's blood.
Okay,
They are
just
very
checking.
distinct.
Just double checking. Moving on.
Ancestry and all that.
Look, I was just wondering if we were going to be murdering a bunch of people that are, semi-dragon adjacent, would that be enough? So I was just checking. So you want to topple the Sarnathi government. You want to deal with some of the Sarnathi government, and you just want money.
I was promised to be a sellsword in this endeavor and given a cut of the nobles' spoils at the end of this. This is
For the
purely...
record. For the record, I was also offered money.
Yeah, but what comes first for you, the money or the revenge?
The revenge, followed
Okay.
quickly by my daughter, then the money.
Okay.
Man, you can't deny the man's priorities.
Briar, you
No.
hear movement on the deck above you.
Oh, hey. I
Did
will.
my clairvoyance pick up anything?
Your clairvoyance picks up movement as well. Actually, yeah, this thing wouldn't be hidden at all. Your clairvoyance picks up a small creature walking across the deck of the ship.
Alright, I would immediately alert everyone to what I've been made aware of.
Good. We have lunch for Sentinel.
Yeah, I take my halberd off my back and just I'm like, okay.
Alright, you do so, and as you're ready, you see a familiar face poke its head around the corner.
Is
Oh
this
my God.
fucking Tom Eric?
It's Tom Eric!
God damn it, Evan. This tiny little shit. Me, Tori,
Can I attack
very
him?
upset. Briar, so excited.
Can I attack him? I don't know
No,
who he is, and I assume that he is an
leave him
intruder.
alone.
I didn't
Mama
ask you.
me-
I didn't ask you.
Okay, I mean, are you currently in your clairvoyance, or are you out of your clairvoyance?
I
You
mean,
have
I
to be
was.
visibly looking through your clairvoyance to see him.
Oh. Well, and he's come downstairs.
No, he just poked his head into the staircase where Briar is.
The staircase next
He's
to
just
Sentinel.
looking.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose in this instance, I would come out of my clairvoyance and then look to Briar. And I suppose if she doesn't immediately lunge at him, I would have reason not to.
Rava will just kind of poke her head around and be like, "Is that Tom Eric?"
Yeah, it's time to just be like, hey!
Briar!
What
Oh
the
my
fuck
God.
are you doing here?
Can I
I
kill him?
heard you were in town.
I just look over at Kasam. I'm like, no, you cannot kill him.
What
You
is
guys
this
mean?
creature?
Yeah, they're a moody bunch. That's saying something coming from me.
Tom
He's
Eric
a-
just walks past you downstairs, is like, hey, who are you people?
Who are you?
Why are you here?
He's so small.
I'm here for my friends. Where's
You should-
Atramir? I brought a gift for him.
Oh, he's not with us. Sorry. Okay, not with us as in dead, not with us. He's just not with the group anymore.
Oh,
He
that's
retired.
unfortunate. Oh, okay. Well, if you see him, can you give him this pie?
Oh my God.
I don't know if it'll be good by the time we see him.
Oh, it will be.
You did not. Oh my God.
What did you do to the pie, Tom Eric?
It's just a good pie.
How will that pie last potentially, like, we're talking months, maybe, or
You've never
years.
heard of gnomish magic?
Did you magically make this pie unable to spoil?
Well, it's not definitely not a fresh pie. That's what you're wondering. I had to get it here.
Oh, God.
look to Briar. I don't think you should trust this pie.
I mean, it's
Sarah's
not for
just
me,
gonna look
so
at her
it's
brother
fine.
and just point at Tom Eric and just. He's so small. I didn't know they came so small.
Tom Eric, you're
Tom Eric.
you're probably gonna see Atramir before we do. So why don't you just hold on to that pie and give it to him yourself?
Okay, where is he?
Here you
Wait,
go.
hang on. And he like licks his finger and puts it in the air. He's northwest. Got it. All right, I'll be back.
All right.
Damn, I was gonna feed him to the owlbear.
What is that foul creature?
You've
It's
never seen a gnome before?
It's a gnome.
Smells terrible.
You're lucky he didn't say the same thing about you.
Give her a look like, excuse me?
What?
Does they all go to check?
You can dish it out, but you can't take it? What's going on here?
You hear him
I'm
fall
sorry.
onto the deck.
Tom
And go
Eric, be
up.
careful, there are assassins about.
Okay.
Falls onto the deck.
Yeah, like he
Like
misses the plank and falls off of the ship onto the deck. And you hear, good thing I didn't drop the pie, and keeps going.
Oh, fuck.
He would have made a great snack for the owlbear.
Can you stop talking about feeding Tom Eric to your owlbear?
I'm just saying, he was small, very compact, very
Tom
nutritious.
Eric.
Let me explain something about Tom Eric. If you fed Tom Eric to your owlbear would become Tom Eric.
And you don't want that.
You don't want that.
You really don't want that.
It's like
Yeah.
a look of horror across Dale's face. What evil magics?
That gnome is.
Actually, you're right. A fiendish, large Tom Eric would be not good for any of us.
Right. Anyways.
That explains the sound.
In the distraction of Tom Eric, I would just like to double check that everything's still chill and we haven't been.
Yeah, everything's
in...
totally fine.
Okay.
All right, now that random interruption is dealt with.
I love Tom Eric so much. I can't wait for us to be in the freaking prison in Sarnath, and then we walk past the jail cell, and there's fucking Tom Eric.
The actual Tom Eric we've been dealing with simulacra the whole time.
He's been astral projecting this whole time.
Yeah.
Tom Eric's actually the big bad evil guy. Oh,
No,
Yeah.
Tom Eric is actually the lone survivor I'm trying to save.
Yeah.
He's not actually a gnome. He's just a very small dwarf.
Or biggest plot twist, it's actually Tom Eric who's the head of the Sarnathi Empire.
God.
No.
You know how much that would break the spirit of the Sarnathi to have been left a fucking gnome.
Guys.
Three Tom Erics in a trench coat.
Anyways,
Guys, stop giving Josh ideas. Because I can hear the gears turning from here.
But these are the best ideas, so they're acceptable to be stolen.
Anyway.
Anyway, so money, revenge, and revenge over.
Yes.
Do you have a plan?
As a whole, or
Salvix.
personally?
Well, I mean, money bags, I'm not really. Your plan is to just follow them to the money. I'm more questioning, revenge times 3 to see if they have a plan.
there are more of us back in Sarnath.
I'm not actually part of the planning stuff. I'm just here.
Other individuals who have been keeping closer eyes upon the deeds of the Empire while we've been away. They will have the information that you seek. As far as the prison goes, who exactly is it that you're seeking?
Well, I don't actually know his name. From what I can gather, he's referred to as the lone survivor.
The dwarf?
Yeah.
From Casbadul.
Yeah, you met him?
Yes.
Why do you need the dwarf? I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, it would be neat to get him out, but
Whenever you're
Yeah.
ready.
What?
what?
I took out my sketch pad. I'm waiting for you to start describing him. Did you not hear me say that?
No,
No.
not at all.
Not
No,
at all.
no, I just heard whenever you're ready.
Oh, no, I said, great, you've met him. Can you describe him? And I take out my sketch pad.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah, no, great. All we heard was great. You met him.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
Whenever you're
that
ready.
was it.
yeah, then it cut out and whenever you're ready.
Ryan's actually just going to start describing Mark Wahlberg.
I didn't create this character, so I don't know what he looks like, Josh.
We give vague description.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll give you a description of a dwarf to be established later with Josh.
I draw it perfectly. I turn
Okay.
around, it looks just like him.
Amazing.
It's just a shorter Mark Wahlberg.
I'm
Stop
Mark
talking,
Wahlberg.
Mister. As we said, previous attempts have been unsuccessful, but perhaps with greater might, we might be able to facilitate something like that.
Wait, why do you need the dwarf?
It's a personal matter.
Eh. Wait, you said matters in Sarnath before. What else are you looking for?
Well, that was the main thing. The other stuff that I wanted to go to Sarnath for, one involved a dead language that, as far as I can tell, Sarnath is the only place I can find someone who speaks the language, or at the very least reads the language.
Okay.
And then, to a lesser degree, just kind of experience the culture of the place. I just want to, like, I've heard so much about it. I just want to kind of go there too.
Ah, so
That's so
tourist and
wholesome. We
jailbreak.
never get a wholesome tourist bullshit. Can we take the squishies, please? Please.
Oh, that's what's sold there. We take the squishies on a tour. On a tourist stroll.
With that sigh, she's just kind of gonna just like lean on him and just stare at him. Brother.
It's not my choice if they choose to accompany us.
That's the closest thing you're gonna get to a yes. If you want to hitch a ride with us, you're more than welcome to it. Then.
And what about information about the prison?
Yeah, follow with us. Pawn has all the notes.
Yes.
Great. Well, that worked out. There you go, Briar. Now we don't even have to pay for transport.
Fine.
Kasam,
Yes?
this breach of information indicates a severe difficulty in trusting you. You are
Noted.
aware of this.
Noted, I am aware of this.
The people that you have brought, this time are not a risk. In Sarnath, if our information is breached, our confidence broken, our hold ransacked, and people lay low because of your loose lips.
Yes, I get it. You'll mount my head on a pike.
Good.
Also, you need to get to the point more often.
Same could be said to you.
I kind of put my hand on Kassam's shoulder, kind of lean, and be like, "Remember what you said about reading the room."
Damn. Called out.
Have we anything further to discuss then, K2? At least at this moment.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Have we anything further to discuss at this moment?
Yes.
Yeah, like when were you planning? Because I'm still trying to rack up the coinage here at the docks if we could stay a couple days. Also, it's probably a good idea to deal with the shadows that are here.
Yeah, that was going to be my more pressing question was, can we get off this boat alive?
It's just that if there's 9 of them, and 3 of them are here, I'd rather fight 3 of them here than all 9 of them there.
Yeah.
You know, divide and conquer type of.
If they reveal themselves, perhaps.
Doesn't their name coincide with the fact that they don't want to do that?
I do not know why they would be layered here. I do not even know if they will be remaining after this. Attempts could be made, I suppose.
I don't think they're based here because we actually ran into them before. It was up in Brand, and that was not that long ago.
When the fuck was that?
That was the people I sold my arm and leg to, Nestor.
Oh, right, fuck. Forget it.
Which was the Copper Dragonborn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, they're probably not based here.
Pretty sure they're just based on their boat.
Probably.
Do you know which one is theirs?
Okay, too. Would you recognize it?
Maybe. How many Sarnathi war vessels are in this dock?
In this dock, there's actually none.
Oh,
They've hidden it.
It's possible that they use other ships. I don't think the Shadows have ships of their own.
Would make sense.
they were on like a Sarnathi war vessel, right? When Brand, Josh.
I
Yes.
thought they were on
Yes.
trader ships for that one because we were talking to the very.
Well, there
top
was a
trader.
warship behind where the Copper Dragonborn was sitting.
Okay. Yeah.
But the gnomes, or not the gnomes, the kobolds.
The Tom Eric clones.
Yeah, the kobolds that you guys talked to were on a trade ship.
Oh, okay. I think that's just where I got mixed up on that.
Well, if they're not hiding out in a boat in port, then we can go stumbling around in the darkness on the cliff sides looking for them, or we can make them come to us.
You have a crazy idea, don't you?
Briars thinks to herself, like, all his ideas are crazy.
I'm
gonna make him an offer we can't refuse.
I'm
Hey, look, we've captured this dragonborn that you've been looking for. Keith's plan is to use Salvix as bait.
Yep.
Yes.
Tell me how you really feel, Mike.
I'm telling you about it beforehand. That's more than I've ever given Edward, let's be honest.
Edward got trust me, bro.
I wonder if it's because Edward didn't look like he could break K2 in half, and Salvix definitely does.
Because Edward what?
Because Edward didn't look like he could break K2 in half, but Salvix definitely does.
Sorry, could you say that again? You completely cut out for me.
What? Damn, Mike.
Don't worry about it.
Aww.
You can hear it in the recording.
Gonna go looking for it though.
It's not worth looking for it.
Wait, question.
Answer.
Does K2 actually say, hey, I'm going to use you as bait?
I don't think it's gotten that far yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was Mike saying that, not K2.
Well, that was Tori saying that and me saying yes.
Yeah, and Mike agreeing. These particular three. Baiting them out might get one. It won't get Sejak. The one with the crossbow. His preference is to stay as far back as possible.
Ah, long range combatant.
Actually find him. I mean, wouldn't to be bad, but from what I understand, he basically impossible to find.
Oh, motherfucker. We've run into that one before, too. Well, not me personally, but...
Wait, what?
Which one was
Northshire?
it? Was it... I'm pretty sure Atramir was one of them.
It was for Briar and Darkalion. It was Northshire.
Oh, it was Briar and Darkalion that got shot at? Or not,
Yeah.
They didn't get shot at, but they were near the guards that got shot at?
Correct.
Yeah.
What
And
did he
then-
whisper to us again?
Manslayer.
Manslayer!
Going on.
That's the guy that was hunting reeling in the trees when we were in Brand.
Was he hunting you?
I don't know.
exactly
He was
what he
right
was
up in my ear. And he huffed manslayer to me. So
God damn it. I hate it when things come full circle.
Do you, though? Do you?
Yes.
Which
I
other one
hate
are you
it when my
thinking
Discord cuts out and then I come back with Joshua screaming into my ear.
of? Manslayer.
You might want to
Hey, man,
reset
you
your
can turn me
shit,
down.
Mike.
Mike is having technical difficulties today, apparently.
Because you're the only one.
So have we technically confirmed that Manslayer and this other person are the same individual?
I mean, that's what K2 thinks.
It sounds
I-
reasonable.
I mean, do any of you mention the manslayer thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine our thoughts instantly go to
Yeah.
it so fast.
Yeah. Yes.
I said we've
Okay.
run into them before. I'll go on to elaborate.
Yeah. Yes, that would be Shijak. It's the only thing that individual says.
So dramatic.
He's Taking outside contracts from Sarnath, it seems.
Wait, how does he tell people his name is Sir Jacques if all he can say is Manslayer?
I think that's like
Do not know if it is the only thing he can say or the only thing he chooses to say.
Oh, I see.
I think it's a case of it's a thing he chooses to say, sort of thing. You know, intimidation, theatrics, drama.
As opposed to the other two, you have the Copper Dragonborn Sheer, who is a terrifying combatant in melee.
Yeah.
I've seen him. I've seen
Yay!
him decimate entire squadrons of soldiers without a scratch.
Yay! I'm about to be
And
turned
then-
into Swiss fucking cheese.
And then the Necromancer, Lizard Folk, Vrihwolf.
I'm sorry,
Isn't
what?
tight?
Do you want to spell that?
I understood what he said. What?
Yes.
I have to check to make sure that's right.
I think so, from what I remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's absent a lot of vowels.
They're all named in the Lizard Folk way of naming.
So
This is-
Vrihwolf.
Lizard Folk name themselves based on traits that they express or exhibit. Simple draconic words.
Yeah, so those of you that speak Draconic would know that the translation for Rehulf is Reaper.
Ah,
It's really fun hearing you try to say that, babe.
I know.
Wee woo!
Rehulf.
Wee woo! And that one's the Necromancer, right?
Correct.
Okay. And then, what was it? Shear?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
like.
Shirr.
Oh, okay. I was like, we talking like sheep shear?
No.
And what's that one mean?
Rend.
Rand? Wow, so dramatic.
Reaper, Rend, and what? Fire, shoot, impale.
I don't remember what that one is.
I was never
Manslayer.
told, so I don't know.
Yeah, manslayer? Question mark.
Hold on.
So Jacques is Shadow.
Shadow.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Mhm.
So Reaper, Rend, and Shadow.
He's a shadow named Shadow.
Little on the nose.
A little redundant.
Sounds like lazy writing.
I mean, their leader is named Koth, which translates to danger, so... Not exactly the most creative of names.
Again, lazy writing.
God, they're danger close.
Oh no! Watch out for danger.
I'm just waiting for you guys to find one of them and they just kill all of you.
We've found
expecting
them
it,
plenty of
honestly.
times.
Yeah, but they haven't wanted to kill you. Yet.
Yet.
Oh, you have a funny name, Ted.
This will be.
Use you. They can't be put in our path now and be to a point where we couldn't kill one of them. That's just lazy.
This is how Mike gets all the use out of cutting words, finding out the translations.
I don't even have cutting words. It's a different bard subclass.
Yeah.
I don't even have vicious mockery.
It's not K2 style.
Yeah. K2 just has Bard for Bardic Inspiration.
And Jack of all trades.
Now
Yeah,
it's
Jack of all
it's
trades.
mostly the jack of all trades.
Yeah. He was like, man, I'm struggling out here, alright? Dipping into Bard.
That's why I was so mad when I saw for the fucking one
Yeah.
D&D. It's like level 6. What the fuck?
Yeah. That's
Get
brutal.
fucked.
Alright, so we try and deal with 1, 2, or 3 of these shadows. No, not shadows, assassins. That one of them is named Shadow.
But they're also shadows.
Wait, are they also shadows? This is
That-
way too confusing. This is
Exactly.
terrible.
See, that's what I'm saying.
This is awful. Who do you came up with these? This is fucking stupid.
Meanwhile, it was Ryan's idea.
Not just mine.
I'm also to blame for that.
Is
Yeah, I was
one of
gonna
them
say, I
named
have
like is
no
one of
part of
them
it.
named like Wraith? Because I feel like Wraiths would have been better if you at least had one named Shadow.
No comment.
This is more Briar. This is both me and Briar. Briar's like, this is stupid.
Yeah, one of them is named Eaternach, as the translation for Wraith would be. No.
No.
Sounded so offended saying that.
Yeah, Eaternach. It's funny.
Eaternach, Wee Woo, Sheer, and Sagak. I'm going to continuously butcher these names all the time on purpose.
Listen,
You
it's what
butcher
they
their
got.
Because
names.
that's
they
what
butcher
Briar
you.
would do.
See, I literally thought it was just Sir Jacques spelled out.
Too, but I didn't want to admit my stupidity. I'm glad somebody else said it.
Well, I was offended because I was like, I made a whole country based off France.
I know. I was like, Sir Jacques, and then you were like, it, and then they were like, it translates to shadow. I'm like, no, it fucking doesn't.
Look, it's fine. It's fine. We have.
The fuck, guys?
Yeah, his last name's Cousteau. Sir Jacques.
Sir Jacques Cousteau.
Oh God.
It's fine.
Oh,
we got.
terrible.
It's fine.
no.
We just have Weewoo, Sheer, Pat Sajak, and Korth.
Oh, look.
Um.
Getting worse.
Anyways, to get vaguely on topic again, what plan do you have to draw one of them out?
Vaguely nod in Salvix's direction.
No.
I figured y'all wouldn't take for that plan even if they suggested it.
You realize that he's already just bait through existence.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on like putting them out on a platter. I was just gonna put them on the menu.
They're already after him. This doesn't change much other than bringing them closer where we can actually do something rather than waiting for them to get the first move in and then we stand less of a chance of succeeding. We're offering to help you with what seems to be a rather large problem. So, I don't think you guys can be that stickler on who or what you do.
What are you
Switch it.
proposing?
No, you shush. Switch it. Me and him have been mistaken before. They'll expect him right there, but if he hits from far, it'd be easier. I've made his armor. I know what it looks like. I can pretend.
Okay. I mean, like I said, that's a little unnecessary. I didn't want to make him a target. I just wanted to use him to draw out the other guy, tell him where he's gonna be, when actuality he's not going to.
What, are you gonna fucking take his place?
Oh God,
I mean-
no! I don't want to get sniped.
No, he's gonna lie.
Yeah, you know,
You're not piecing this together?
of course, I guess you would be there because I would want your help in actually taking him down. I don't want to just deal with the three of us. Gotta do some give and take here. But you can be like in like the back room, ready to strike or something.
Good work.
Could. Technically, it has merit, even if it is risky.
At the current juncture, you make a point. If they're not all here, they can't apply their full force, but
That also does run the risk of alerting your presence to the others.
From what I've
Potentially.
seen,
Pretty sure his presence is alerted already if 3 of them are here.
could be coincidence. We don't know the movement of the shadows specifically.
They were, I mean, judging by the bolt, what happened to, looks back, Thale, that one, it's it's a few too many things to be a coincidence.
There is also the string of dragonborn murders, although we didn't find the other body. That was earlier tonight. Can't assume it was dragonborn.
Scale color was the first one.
What, white?
Right?
White, yeah, white. Is that a bad thing?
Not specifically, but
Does it mean something?
it could just be something to draw me out by slaying Dragonborn. I don't necessarily think that the scale color specifically has anything to do with it, but
What color are you guys again? Fuck, I keep forgetting.
um
You're
I
what,
believe
Krista?
silver.
Silver.
Okay, you guys
platinum,
are
I believe.
silver.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which
I'll
is just
remember
a
one
shiny
day.
Silver.
will you?
Yeah, probably. It's because we're constantly looking at the map and not at the character things, so I like...
Yeah, fair.
Well, I don't think they've been updated yet anyway.
Exactly, that's what I mean. So it's just hard for me because I like only have vague memory of
Right.
what they look like. Plus I don't see them at the bottom either, I just hear names because I have it turned off.
Yeah. At this point, this might be the best juncture we have. And removing any of them from the equation would be good. So we have to try.
K2, what's their plan on getting in contact with the shadows?
What's the plan on getting what?
In contact with the shadows to
There
let
it
them
is.
know where Salvix is.
I'm just gonna send him a message. I've met the guy. I can send him a message.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Are we just doing this on the ship, or do you plan to do this elsewhere?
I mean, I wasn't planning on doing it tonight.
No, I'm just asking in
Oh.
general. I wasn't expecting tonight.
Okay, good. Yeah, I was planning.
Also, shouldn't do the ship. This isn't technically our property.
Yeah,
Also, we don't want to destroy this ship since don't we
Exactly.
need it to get?
Yes.
And we can't do it in any of the taverns.
We
I
can't
do.
start a fight in any of the taverns.
True.
But
I-
if a fight was to start on us,
We can finish a fight in a tavern.
and we would have everybody else, the whole fucking population of High Golf, on our side.
I will say, whatever fight you do plan on getting into, I would like Sentinel present.
Well, Sentinel can join once the fight starts. Because I don't think they're going to let Sentinel inside if we end up doing it at the tavern. But I don't think anyone's going to care about Sentinel being in the building when a fight is going on.
I have certain limitations to what my abilities can do. I'll just put it that way.
Again, no one I think will care about Sentinel in the building the moment the fight breaks out. That's even if it happens in one of the taverns. Technically, we don't really know where they might, pop out.
It would be preferable if it wasn't. The closer to isolation, or at least relative isolation we can get, the better.
Mm-hmm.
The shadow does not care about collateral.
So minimum collateral damage and civilian casualties.
Especially if Sheer is the one that shows up. He has
Okay.
some capacity to drain the life force from creatures.
I'd be very surprised if he was the one to show up, seeing how he's wanted at the moment for killing the other guy.
I don't think he cares much about being wanted.
No, I understand that, but like,
He wouldn't be a very good shadow if he's, walking around in broad daylight with a target on his back.
yeah.
I think he's probably a little bit smarter than that.
I understand like having the capacity of to kill anybody that would be like, hey, fuck you, you're under arrest. But at a certain point, you just don't want to deal with that.
Correct. Alright, well. This seems like the best plan we have right now. When are you planning on enacting this?
Well, obviously not tonight.
Correct.
I was thinking possibly tomorrow night or the night after.
The sooner the better. It's entirely possible that if we kill one of them, the others will retreat.
Make their presence known. Or retreat. That too.
If they're not here explicitly on a mission, it would make more sense for them to retreat rather than stay. If someone is actively hunting them, they would rather return back to their base of operations as opposed to risk their own deaths.
Is it normal for them to go in groups on missions?
Occasionally.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was like they're more of a solo act thing. This is out of the ordinary. So,
No.
We've met two of them independent of each other.
You've met more of them. Have you had any other encounters with a red dragonborn?
Oh shit, yeah. Is he one too?
Yes.
Oh,
Damn.
that's gonna be hilarious.
Where? Where did you meet him?
This is interesting.
At a party.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, he was like protecting this Emerald Dragonborn.
Yes, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So how do y'all know him? Aside from that.
Oh, that was it. Yeah. We ran into him at a party. He was protecting an Emerald Dragonborn. A friend of ours who's no longer traveling with us distracted him while I slipped away with the
Our friend who's no longer with us. My apologies.
I said no longer traveling with us. I didn't say no longer with us.
Oh, so he lives.
Yeah, he also retired. We had like a few people retire recently.
It was a really big moment, okay?
Honestly, like that's a good thing. Not a lot of people in this line of work can say they retired.
Was your friend particularly imposing?
No, the opposite.
He
Salvix
was a
looks
bag
down.
of bones.
Salvix looks down, legitimately confused.
Yeah.
How did he? Could what?
Did he like? Was he adept at any martial abilities? Was he
No. In fact, he was in the disguise of my personal servant at the time.
Wait a minute. You said you left with the Emerald Dragonborn.
Yes.
Oh my god, you're gonna get along so great with Rook.
Did you wait? Is this man implying what I think he's implying?
The primordial disgust.
That's an entirely different beast to conquer. We should not be focusing on that.
I
Yes.
think what he's implying is he did conquer them.
Both of those are also members of this group.
Oh shit! Really?
Mom
Damn.
just kind of looks around. She's like, "Yeah, I kind of got really annoyed at the Emerald one. She was asking a lot about Silverton. Not a lot, but whatever."
You mean to say he conquered an emerald and lived?
I.
It was it was less conquering and more an act of diplomacy.
An act of diplomacy. Oh my god.
So
I wish
Is that what I'm
I,
calling it these
I
days?
wish to move on past this.
His dick.
Wow.
So that counts what? 5 shadows in this country?
Not necessarily all at the same time.
But 3 of them were in the same city all at the time.
They often travel in pairs or in groups of 3, yes.
Oh, that explains 3 that we're dealing
Oh
with.
yeah, and that also explains technically the 3 there, because there was also Manslayer.
Yeah,
Well,
but I said, yeah.
Oh,
mean,
okay.
I mean, if you do the number, well, yeah.
Yeah.
This is like that fucking scene in Infinity War. There's like, at one point, there's 5
Which one?
stones.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. There are 9 in total. 3 of each of the draconic races. 3 dragonborn, 3 kobolds, 2 lizard folk.
I wonder if any of those kobolds that were with Sheer and Brand were any of the shadows.
Potentially.
Are any of them really good at fucking with people?
Salvik shrugs.
Okay.
To be fair, the definition of fucking with people is very wide.
Well, there was this guy that used to travel with us, once again, not dead. And
I thought that's a very important distinction we have to make.
and he was trying to buy something from them, and they were just having so much fun with him. It was
That is common amongst kobolds when dealing with non-scale folk.
okay. So they were just like, that was just standard bullshit. Got it.
Yeah.
What was he trying to buy?
I honestly don't remember.
A drink of some kind?
No, that was me.
As a note, because I did write it down, it was some sort of fruit.
He
yeah,
also was trying to get a drink. You're right.
yeah. It was just a different kind.
It was like some weird, almost to be considered like a mango-like concoction, some special fruit.
Guajin juice.
Guaja. Guapa.
Oh yeah.
No,
Wow.
that would explain it. Right. Well,
All right. Well, I think I'm going to contact him after we get back to where we're staying, because that would look really sus if they're watching us right now, and while we're here with you, I just suddenly start talking to him.
Yes, no, be suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Whenever you have a plan for it, then I suppose you know where to find us. Should this plan fail, we will need to leave immediately.
Shit.
If you have any affairs that you need to get in order, you should do so quickly. I do not say this because I anticipate failure. I wish that to be clear. But we should be prepared for any eventuality.
In that case, can we wait like a week so I can just make a bunch of quick money on the docks real quick? Like,
I thought you said you only
Like-
needed a couple days.
I only needed a couple days, but like, I like to have some spent money.
I mean, I don't blame them. The wage here is actually pretty damn good, comparative to other cities. Especially if you can flip what you find in the bucket.
No, we should probably do it sooner than later. I don't want them to get cold feet and either leave or try to attack you guys while you're here in your ship.
Well,
I can
then
pay you each 500 for services rendered in this instance.
Deal.
So, deal from K2. He looks to Dark Alien and to Briar.
$500 gold for services rendered in this task.
500 gold for something I was already planning on doing.
Yeah, Briar's like, is this actually a question? Sure, I'm in.
Darkalion throws a thumbs up.
Hell, I'll do it
Briar
for free.
joins him.
Hell, I'll do it for free if I get what's in his pockets.
Savix, kind of heads back into the small captain's quarters, comes out with 3 bags of coin, toss them to each of you, each containing 50 platinum.
Holy shit. Up front.
Put that in my bag.
I like the way you do business.
I should hope so. Well, if that is to follow, if you choose to assist us, but I understand if you do not. This is an entirely different affair from what we have discussed relating to the greater Sarnath problem.
Look, I'm just looking forward to my finder's fees.
So, should we plan for tomorrow night then?
Yeah, plan for tomorrow night. It all depends on how they react, though. I'll try to put the squeeze on them to make them feel like you guys are like on the edge of leaving and they have to do it tomorrow night. Because I don't want them to have more time to plan either.
Very well.
I hate that it makes sense because I don't like it, but
No. Makes sense, but that does not mean we have to like it. But this is our best chance at potentially disabling one. Maybe
Yes,
even
I-
more. Do any of you have anything particularly potent against the undead?
Does a fiend count?
No.
Fiend is not an undead.
What do you mean by particularly potent?
Able to deal with them. If Rewolf will be there, she will have her undead contingent in tow, as well as being undead herself.
I excel in big magic go boom.
I have found that big magic go boom does do well against undead sometimes, yes. As long as it's not necrotic in nature.
No, that was the other guy.
Yeah, that was the other guy who's no longer with us.
Also not dead.
Not dead. um.
I have a spell or two that is quite effective against undead.
Yeah, all I got is a lot of fire and a lot of interesting other stuff.
Alright. That isn't the case. That's fine. Standing next to myself should have capability to deal with them, but in any case, at this point, we're simply speculating when there's too many variables to really be defined.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't like to have plans that are like too rigid, because when plans are too rigid, then they're more likely to
Liable
fail.
to break, yes.
Just this way, like, it kind of keeps things a little open, loosey goosey for us to adapt as the plan goes on.
And also, when we
Lucy
plan, we
Goose.
just completely ignore the plan and then do whatever.
Sometimes that happens.
Right.
This is sounding terribly familiar.
Hey.
Not just you. Right, anyways. Alright. I suppose when you have further details, you know how to contact us. At least me. Either one of us will do.
All right.
Stay safe.
With that, K2 says audibly for like the first time since Tom Eric left. All right. Thanks for the drugs that you sold us in your soundproof room. We're gonna head out.
Wow.
He rolls her eyes like that is probably the worst cover you've ever come up with since I've known you.
It doesn't matter how ironclad the cover is. It's all about confidence.
Yeah.
Is it though? Is it?
K2 striding out with supreme confidence.
Cernex is just gonna mutter, I need drugs after this. Oh my god. Right.
So, those four wander off the ship, I guess.
Yep.
Unless accosted otherwise.
Yeah, we leave, and hopefully not get shot in the head on our way out.
Mm.
Yeah, you leave and are not shot in the head on your way out.
What, you don't want to grow a couple of new holes in your body? Coward. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess just looking to Kassam and Thale, just that's an interesting meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. They are.
Everybody make me a
Are
perception
you-
check that's still left on the boat.
Okay.
Josh said, "Fuck your plan. We're doing it live."
Yeah.
Thank you,
Okay.
Innocences.
God.
Did you just evil mastermind laugh, you son of a bitch?
Sorry, those that were still on the ship.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want one from Sentinel as well?
No.
He is.
Since he's on the deck of the ship.
Alright, I suppose.
It's like he is on the ship, Josh.
But I thought
Yeah.
he was napping.
Oh yeah, he definitely sees
He's
whatever's
doing
going on.
great. Yeah. All
That
right.
tracks with the map.
Theo and Kassam, you both hear footsteps on the deck.
So I would say the deck. Come, and then
True.
I just run up the stairs again.
Would your telepathic bond still be up as well, K2, or is that just contingent on range to you?
No, it's the literally the range is the whole plane of existence.
Yeah, yeah.
So we still have a benefit. Thank you.
Yeah, it's for like the next like 40 minutes or something, depending on how long that conversation.
All right. Okay. Well, then I think that at you guys instead.
I think that you.
It's useful. Yeah, go back onto the deck, take a look around.
All right. It's not that difficult this time. You walk up onto the deck and immediately run into a copper dragonborn. As you like almost literally run into him as he's beginning to come down the steps.
Guys, Shear's here, he says internally. Across the entire
Internally.
bond. Across the entire telepathic bond.
Wide
He's
broadcast.
here.
He doesn't have his weapon drawn. He just kind of like looks at you as you almost run into him and goes, "Oh, excuse me."
He doesn't have his weapon or doesn't have it drawn.
Doesn't have it drawn. It's on him.
Okay.
I guess that thought being thought to us?
Yeah.
I don't know. Broadcasted. We're just gonna go with broadcasted.
Yeah, just broadcast that across the entire telepathic bond.
It's stairways.
Yeah.
We'll shoot him back.
This is a private boat, sir?
And
Might I ask your business?
I'm here as part of an investigation team.
Seeing as though I'm security, I would say you wouldn't have jurisdiction to do this search.
Security isn't active during the late nights, the late hours of the night.
Still, I'm on these docks. I would prefer you not enact a search while I am here.
Then leave.
Ask him for a warrant. K2 says over the fucking psychic link.
This is my private domicile, and I will not be harassed.
Bitch.
Bitch.
I would say
Sarah's
you.
gonna come up the stairways right behind him. What do you want? It's late.
I have a matter I need to discuss with you.
Then speak.
I would prefer it
Yeah,
if your
please.
guard dog wasn't here.
Guard dog's upstairs.
He's squish.
The owlbear is asleep.
Pertaining to what?
There have been 3 murders here in the last 3 nights.
And we've just heard of them. Wait, 3?
3.
And
I saw the one that was here earlier snooping around one of the bodies. I was curious if she was involved.
tourists wanting passage.
I wasn't talking about your ship.
That's why they were here.
I don't care. I want to know if they were involved with the murder.
Then go find
Then you
them
should
and
ask them.
Fine.
Yeah, with that, like, find an ass, like, she'll push. Oh God, what? Kassam? Is that what your
I'm
name
in
is?
front of. I'm in front of him.
Yeah, and I'm
You're
behind
behind.
you on the
Yeah.
stairs.
Yeah, I think she's moving you out of the way.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm
I've
just trying to
already
make sure I
stepped
got your
aside. I
name
knew
right,
not to
dude.
get in her way.
Yeah. I was just making sure I got your name right more than anything. But yeah, when she's then ask them, she'll just kind of like move Kassam so that they're standing. She is now standing straight in front of him.
He like straightens himself, so he's standing eye to eye with you.
It's really fucking funny to me. How are we to know what they want or do? They came here wanting passage to Sarnath. Tourists for some reason.
Make a deception check.
Fuck!
Yeah.
Yeah.
How charismatic is Chris's new character?
Nope.
Not.
Ryan has seen these stats. They don't look good.
Nope.
It's
I mean, I've
bad.
seen them.
That's an 11.
Ooh, buddy.
Yeah.
He rolled significantly higher than that.
Wow. Really? I couldn't
What?
have guessed that.
I got lucky. He
It's
does
almost-
not have amazing insight.
He just rolled high on the die.
Yep. He just shrugs and walks away.
Yeah, she'll just kind of like watch him walk off.
Yeah, he does so. He just walks past, and as he's walking past Sentinel, he just kind of runs his hand across him, just as a swift pet, and then just walks off the ship.
There's just a look of fire and brimstone in Kassam's eyes.
As Serenix like goes to walk back downstairs, she'll just, you need a better watchdog.
I would prefer you not insult my pet.
You called him a watchdog yourself, not even 2 minutes ago. Now, unless you're staying here, have a wonderful night.
You too. I will take my leave and actually have Sentinel fly us back to my estate or wherever I'm staying.
State.
My fucking character's mixed up.
His vast estate of a rented room somewhere, probably.
Yeah, when she gets back downstairs, she's like, oh, yeah, he definitely knows I'm lying to him. I can't lie with the shit.
Is sorry, go ahead.
What was that?
Apparently there's 3 murders. And one from the group was seen snooping around one of the murder sites. So he came to investigate.
Quick question: did he say she? Because I think
Yeah.
he said she.
He did.
He
Okay.
did, yeah. But there were 2 women with the other group.
Yeah. I was going to say that point out that he mentioned that it was one of the women.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So either they're really trying to get us out, or something else doing this.
It's possible they're trying to pin their own misdeeds on someone else.
You know what? This is probably. You know what? No, never mind. I'm forgetting things. Don't mind me. I remember right now. We're good.
We should rest. But keep
Yes.
mindful eyes out when we can.
In the morning, I'm telling them to get ready to leave. I don't like this.
No. Neither do I.
I
Fail.
will make preparations for the ship's departure in the morning.
When we meet them again, we should ask them how long they've been here.
We should inquire as to who of them had involvement with the corpse. They may know more than they've said.
Likely the broody or one of the two.
Yes.
I may also be typecasting though.
I kind of just sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just we will see. That was it.
Yeah. I was just going to look at Sarah next and say, I will leave the Inquisition to you. She doesn't seem too fond of me.
Okay.
And see.
New.
Yep.
Yeah,
Go to my
yeah.
room for a nice trancing.
Yeah. I guess we'll keep watch
Yes.
on the ship, or at least on the lower floor.
Yeah. I'd volunteer to take watch first, unless one of you had a particular desire to go first.
No, that's good. But I guess unless something would happen, we can kind of just obviate that. Up to God.
No, I'd say you guys get your long rest in. And
Okay.
no issues at all.
Okay.
That goes for everybody.
Wow.
Well, don't forget, as Briar goes to her room and goes to sleep, she finds the mask on her pillow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yay!
It is fully completed. Everybody's art is added. And it's got the vampire teeth on it. The God, I can't remember everything. I know it had a partial moon drawing on there.
There was moon. Rava did waves.
That's
Vampire
waves.
teeth.
That's right.
I don't remember what Edward put on it.
Reelin had carved in 2 wolves howling at the moon.
Oh, that's right.
Edward's contribution was basically just like when you electrify a piece of wood and it does like the electric burn. Basically, that just around the edge of the mask.
Neat.
And I can't remember what Etramir had foot. I'm not sure. I even ever got.
That would have been the sigil of his guild.
Okay. And the one mark from Darkalion is a tiny little painted bloody handprint in the bottom right-hand corner.
Oh.
And a note is attached with it that says, please allow it to dry overnight before you try and put it on.
Shit.
Man, I will say, Thale is acquiring a lot of titles.
I like it. Keeps him versatile.
God.
Alright, yeah, you all gain the benefit of a long rest.
Wait a second.
Alright.
Oh my god.
I'm
Who's got a harvest to find?
No, that's not what I was gonna do. I thought about it, but no.
It's just the reaction to the wide band. Sheer is here.
No, this like you guys didn't like start yelling about, "Oh God, he's attacking us! Come help!" or anything like that.
Yeah.
I assumed it's fine. No, this is later on, before I take my long rest, so I have my spell slots in the morning. I'm going to send Shira a message, just like I said I was going to.
Okay.
And the message would essentially say, I have some information about a possible escaped convict that you might be looking for.
That's it.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay. You get a response that just says, okay.
Fuck off.
That's right.
He's just memeing in the chat. Those are awful. I will send him another message. If you are looking to discuss price for this information,
Whoa.
So is he
Oh,
talking?
Your mic went haywire.
real quick, what was?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Damn it!
The last thing that we heard was if you're looking to discuss price for this information.
Okay, hold on a second.
Might want to type this one out.
No, I was using the Discord browser because I kept on lagging on the Discord app, but
Gotcha.
now it's just the browser Discord was just full on disconnecting me, so I've now jumped back to the Discord app.
Yeah, because it took a minute, and then it sounded like you were underwater. You just...
Yeah, real quick, what's the name of the tavern ship thing that we keep going to?
The weather ship?
The weathered ship? Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. So a message would say, if you're looking to discuss price for this information, you can find me at the weathered ship.
Okay.
All right. Well, seeing how that conversation was very one-sided, now I'm gonna go find a harpist. I thought that was gonna be a lot more involved,
Nice.
but I guess not.
Very, very simple sentences with that one.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
Not that high of an insight. Doesn't sound like that high of a charisma either.
Not really.
He doesn't need charisma.
Someone clearly invested all in physical stats.
Yes.
Yes. And.
Huh?
And
How dare you beat me to my own punch, Mike? Fuck you.
all right,
That's it. I'm taking away Merrick shinies.
I'm not gonna bother role playing with the harpist.
It happens.
Yeah, she was
down.
already interested in you because you like her music.
Sweet.
And she's very sweet. She's a very nice lady.
You're not Shadow, are you? No, just kidding.
Aha! Stab!
Oh!
I'll kill your family!
Exactly. All right, now you get long rest.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Good, I need my spell slots back. And also all the other shit I get on a long rest.
I'm assuming those of you that normally go work on the dock are gonna go work on the dock.
Yeah.
I don't see why
Unless we
not.
discussed
I
doing
go-
anything else, I'm working.
Pick up my glaive.
Yep.
Yeah, you can do that after doc.
I'm concerned that
No,
there might
no,
not be
no,
time.
no.
I'm
Go
gonna
do- go do
pick
it
up
now.
my glaive.
Go do it now.
Yeah. No, I'm not making the mistake. I'm picking up my glaive and then I'm gonna go to work.
Yeah.
All right.
Guapa juice. That's my goal for the day. Find some guapa. Guapa. That is the right juice, right?
Guaja.
Guaja. Guaja juice.
What were you saying, Krista?
Guapa.
Guapa.
Oh. Handsome juice.
The guapo.
Use with an A? Fuck you.
Yeah. You go pick up your glaive. It's ready for you. You already paid for it. So.
Yeah. Woohoo, glaive.
Yep. You have a silvered glaive.
Shiny.
Shiny glaive.
That's when it's the half that's silvered, but the blade isn't. Just really confusing.
I just dome people in the head with it.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to actually get the silvered, you have to use like a quarter staff instead.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, wielding it in two hands, it's just a slightly lower die size.
Also, while I'm at it, can I go pick up the potion of fuck around and find out?
Oh my god.
I forgot about that for a second. Oh,
I didn't. I did not.
I mean, yeah, Briar, in the span of a day, made like 900 gold.
Yeah, you can go back to the Abracapothecary.
Abra Apothecary, yep.
Abracapothecary, yes.
Yep, the Abra Apothecary.
She's doing it to you again, Josh.
I know.
Briar suddenly takes 2d4 psychic damage.
Every 2d4 psychic damage every second.
Guys, what's
For the
wrong
next-
with Briar? She just keeps trying to walk through that wall over there.
She's just bleeding from her ears and her eyes and her nose.
That's terrible, Master.
Anyways,
Yeah. You go in there and the I think he was he a fucking elf? I think he was an elf.
either an elf or a human.
No, he wasn't human. He was human.
Yeah,
That's right.
he was human.
That's
Because we were
the
like,
entire
oh.
point of the joke. Extra was
Yeah.
he was human.
Yeah, the human just reappears in a puff of smoke, and he goes, "You're back. I knew you'd be back."
Ugh.
I said I'd be back.
Okay.
Gotta take all the mystery out of it.
What kind of wonders can I summon for you today?
I'm here for the wonder you put on hold for me.
Oh yes, this one. He reaches behind the
Yeah, the podium.
In a horrible puff of smoke, like he's pulling a rabbit out of a hat.
No, he just put it back there. He just grabs it.
This man's extra about everything but grabbing it.
Yeah, because I mean, it's just sitting right there. He just grabs it and goes, $750. $750 to be clear. This gold, not 750 gold.
Yep.
This is a man who
I
very much fucked that wording up before.
750 copper. Here you go.
Just hand him a note that says 750 on it. There you
Yeah. This is what K2 does, right? He just writes numbers on a piece of paper and hands them out. Is that how this works?
go.
What's it called these again?
You sweet summer child.
Brian doesn't know how checks work.
You think Briar has a bank account?
Man, do I have anything in here that I could trade to this guy to get this price down? I like all my stuff. Nah, fuck it. 750 it is.
All right, you hand him 750 gold. He hands you a potion.
I'll fuck around and find out.
Yep. My
Yep.
mermaid peers of fuck around and find out. As like I go to grab it while he's also holding it, I look him dead in the eye, completely stone faced, and I'm like, if this doesn't do anything, this will not be the last time you see me. Are we clear?
If it does nothing, it means you don't have a soul. And he just boops you on the nose. And then vanishes in a puff of smoke.
Wow.
Over his podium.
Alright, you attempt to tip over the podium. Fine.
Pulls it to the
It is
ground.
bolted to the ground. Yeah.
Definitely a man who's had that happen to him before. That is hilarious.
All right,
Like, this
can
is how
I-
extra it is. Just boop, poof.
Of course.
Can I
it's
take my
extra.
glaive to the podium instead? It's made of wood, right?
No.
What's it made out of?
Stone.
Ah. What? It was a stone podium. That's just
Man,
extra.
An
Talked to that
apothecary?
book about before.
Yeah, wood, if you spill anything on wood, it can get, like, heavily damaged easily. Stone's a little more durable.
That's why we stand on it.
Okay, well, there's gotta be something made of wood in here, right? Like the fucking door?
Yeah, the door's made of wood.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, then I'll just, like, stab a dagger into the door on my way out.
Okay.
On the inside.
He doesn't hold grudges at all.
Yeah, easy enough. You stab the door with your dagger. It's not difficult. It takes damage and chips and...
I leave the dagger embedded in the door.
Okay.
Free
Pluto, please
dagger.
don't start messing with that. Pluto, baby, please don't.
And then I stop back at a blacksmith on my way back to the docks to buy a new dagger.
Okay.
Wait,
So-
no, I have like 3 ceremonial daggers in my bag. I'm fine.
I was like, that's so extra.
That's me. Do anything to leave a message, to prove a point.
All right.
Pluto has once again found door stops.
Ah.
Tiny ones. And
Yep.
he's just intently staring at it in the hallway, and I'm just waiting.
And now I go to work.
All right. Anybody else doing anything during the work shift?
No, not really. Like I said, I would have gotten the boat ready to make travel in the morning. But other than that, I would have just gone to work.
Wait, what are you doing to make boat travel morning?
Oh, just doing general boat preparations, whatever you need to do to prepare a boat for
Oh,
undocking.
I'm sorry, honey, I'm sorry.
So, I will say, you can do that, but there are other people on the ship besides Salvix and Serenix and like all of us.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that.
There are other people. They were just asleep because you guys came out at like 11 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
Or otherwise indisposed. But it's not just us. There is a crew for the ship.
Wish we had our own boat. That'd be neat.
It's okay, baby.
I mean, technically, they could have.
Come here.
Oof.
Yeah, Serenix is just making sure everyone knows that they could leave today, so fucking get everything strapped down and prepared to fucking go. Come here, baby. Come on, it's okay.
Yeah, easy enough.
And then juice. Oh. Come on, baby, lay down. It's okay.
Yeah, not much that Kassam's gonna be up to. Mainly just land and air patrols.
Sorry,
Okay.
Pluto's been very scared of the move because he's all alone now. So I'm trying to reassure him he's okay. So he's been snuggle baby.
All right. So you all work through the day. Nothing eventful happens during the work shift. So those of you that are working the silver docks, you make your 80 gold.
Woo!
Kassam, you would make your 72 gold, and Thale, you would make your 64.
Do I find juice?
Yeah, one of the trade ships here would have it.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah, they don't dock it here, but they'd be willing to sell it to you for a little bit extra. Or they don't unload it here, I should say.
I don't even give a shit.
So one glass of guasha juice would cost you 2 gold.
2 glasses of guacha juice.
4 gold.
Okay. She comes back with guacha juice. Very excited.
Alright. Anybody else before after work hours? Bobbers.
Good input, Umberso. Good input.
Alright, so you guys finish your work shift. You collect your gold. I'm assuming you head off to the weathered ship.
Jeez.
Sure.
Real quick after dock duties, I'm just gonna buy some like spell stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, other than that,
Yeah, spell components are pretty readily available here, so.
cool.
Yeah, that's what it feels like sometimes, Ryan. Sacrifice a year of my life to Bumberson. Yeah.
Or did he choose Josh? I think that's Bumpy's answer.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Bumberson.
Bumby's in his face.
Alright, so,
Kitty.
is anybody not going to the weathered ship?
Well, you see, I'm not. I think this is where Krista, am confused of the plan. Is this part right now where it's just K2 talking to him, convincing him? Or is this where shit happens?
I think this is where shit happens.
No, what?
Maybe
Or
this
am I
is
wrong?
maybe this is when the fighting happens. Maybe this is when I talk about it. It kind of depends on how this conversation goes.
Yeah, it's fair.
If they even show up. And if my Discord stops crapping out.
Yeah, right.
Solid. Oh, Pluto. Not in the fucking chicken, please.
I mean, I guess in that case we should probably be there.
I suppose so, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to blend in as unfortunately not very well as we can. Considering.
Mm-hmm.
Speak for yourself, man. I blend in great.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, he who broods alone definitely does blend in very well.
I'm sorry, but big and shiny does not blend in very well.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So is anybody not going?
Unless somebody else says, no.
I think that's a
So
no.
far, it seems like everyone is.
Alright, just making sure.
Yep.
Alright, so you all go to the weathered ship. You have your normal hodgepodge of gathering for the first couple hours. And then after about 2 hours, the Copper Dragonborn shows up. He shows up alone, and he scans the tavern before noticing K2. And then he just saunters over.
Saunters.
Yep.
God.
Sassily.
No, he just casually walks over and then just looks at everybody. Are you sitting alone or are you sitting with the group?
Mike?
If you said anything, Mike, we didn't hear it.
I think
Oh
Mike's
God, he's
died.
dead.
Yeah.
I think Discord finally gave up for the night.
It might have done.
Yeah, I think he died.
Yeah, we'll give him a second. Pause for dramatic effect.
Yeah, right.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, my internet just completely cut out.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Well, leave our Discord that time.
Man, unfortunately, this is looking like a Sprint commercial.
I'll ask again in case you didn't hear. Are you sitting alone or are you sitting with a group?
Yep, didn't catch that.
Are you sitting alone or are you with the group?
There it is. Now, as I was trying to explain as my internet cut out, I'm neither. I'm sitting with a bunch of random people I worked at the dock with that day.
Oh, okay. And then he would come in, see you, and come over and sit at your table. He just like drags one of the chairs over.
Alright, guys, that was fun. I got some business I gotta take care of with this guy.
Alright, great working with you, K2. We'll tell you good stories. We'll talk to you later. And then they all just kind of get up and move over a table, crowding in a bunch of other people. And the Copper Dragonborn just sits there and just...
Prolonged eye contact.
yeah, pretty much. Did we lose him again?
I think so.
Oh God, he's dead.
This is a struggle. Why don't we
He's dead.
why don't we just call session here tonight?
Yeah.
I mean,
Thanks,
that
Vic.
sounds fair. It's a decent spot to end it.
Yeah. As K2 and the Copper Dragonborn, known as Sheer, begin to have their conversation, we will end session for tonight.
Yeah.
Seeing
Oh,
as
there he goes.
we're having some technical difficulties taking over tonight.
Sounds like a plan. So I will end the recording here. So thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you next week.
Bye-bye.